I sleep hard too. Um, yeah, I don't know what happened at the end of part one there. My computer just like spazzed out and ate the dust. All right. Yeah, my computer's spazzed out. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, it's okay. I'm sitting here eating, chilling. It's all good. As you can see, though, like what I'll do is I'll hit this. I'll escort you in there. I'll uncuff you and open the two doors to let you in the rec hall. So now you can go into the county jail. Um, this is the jail. I'll actually I'll put poogies in here and make a zone where you can't suicide or teleport out, because on top of it being, a place for, to put people, there might be kids who jump on the server who just want to be jailed. Like, where's the jail, where's the prison, and this is that place where they can just, some kids like the jail and prison and rest. So I set this up to be that. And there's another level up here. Now, when I placed this prefab, there was junk everywhere, piles of rubble, doors laying everywhere, just an absolute mess. And I cleaned it up just to make it look, just proper. So this is the county jail. Pretty cool.
Yes, it is.
All right. And this is just employee area if you want to check it out. This is the middle room. It's a good vantage point for us in a fight because we have drop downs here in the mess hall, drop downs here in the back. So from a vantage point, we can actually use these as strategic positions. You get your CO view, the top floor, and roof access. And right now, like those doors and stuff right there, like I'll take all those out. I just posted it on here for practice just to show everybody what the buildings look like. It'll be a lot more clean once we go live. This is just kind of just rough draft kind of stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so now let's say it was a serious offense. If you want, here, let me give you a snow jacket.
Oh yes, the high-end prison.
Here's you a beanie and a snow jacket. So let's say the offense is serious. You're going to maximum state prison. Yeah, I'll show you. What's cool is that I literally put it east-west across the top edge of the map, and I literally surrounded it all the way to land with it like colder than cold Arctic water. So yeah, it's a pain. It'll be a pain in the butt to escape it. Now what's cool is the prefab itself is made from my favorite maker. As you know, we talked in the past. I love Firecrow. I own all their maps, all their stuff, everything that they make. I pretty much buy. And this is their new residential cargo ship. It's called the Ark. They were gonna put it out a long time ago, and that they, for whatever reason, they didn't. And I even messaged them about it almost a year ago now, and asked them about it. Hey, when are you guys gonna put that Ark out for sale? And they said it's not for sale. But I had seen a video on it, and that they had made a video on it already. I just hadn't seen the prefab, and they just recently put it out. I don't know, it was like a month or two ago I bought it. Hadn't really had a chance to play with it. But so I'm using it here on this map as my maximum security prison, even though it's a residential cargo ship and is really cool and has a bunch of themed out apartments. It has maximum security cells. But you can also go live on it as well on my 10 times PVE. I put it over there in like a desert biome on the beach, so you can just go over there and just build the crap out of it. It's huge. But here, I'll show it to you. Let me go over there and teleport you.
Alrighty. Yeah, maximum security.
Alright, so as you can check on your map real quick and you'll see where we are. And it says Ark Prison.
Yeah, I was looking at that
This
earlier.
is the front of the boat, so like this is my makeshift helipad. I just come land right here in my Mini, and I would get you out and escort you down. And these are the 3 floors of maximum security prison. Well, that one's just a box. That's like the loony bin right there. And if you come down here, it says door access here. Now there's not a lot in here, it's just a cage. You can't even open those doors to the left and right. You don't have much to move. This is truly like animal in a cage, maximum security kind of stuff. And there's one here as well. And so this would be the maximum security prison. And if you notice, you automatically know it's a fire crow because you can see the cars and the way they do the electricity. That right there is a telltale sign. This is a fire crow in it. And if you come look at this, there's tons and tons of like themed out apartments. Here's one on the right here. Giant maces, pookies with guns. Just, like check those out. Like walk down there and like see how they do the TV and the M2s. Like every little apartment's different. Like with different touches and stuff. Like some little mess hall kitchen here, some community mess hall kitchen. And you come over here, you can actually climb this, Gavin, this right here. You can actually climb that up to the top. There's a general store on the left, and look at this little James Bond grow room thing. It's inanimate, but it's like a little James Bond grow room. Check that out in there. It's really cool. Like, check it out. Check this out next door to it. Tell me that, like, go look in this one, this little bitty container. Tell me that's not creative. And turn around and climb. And look. Turn around and climb the ladder and look. No, right? No, climb that ladder and look. Look. It's a hot tub up there. All kinds of just a little cool stuff, you know. And they'll have little quirks, like you come down here and you hit the water in the bed and all that. There's all that's the part of the love. And they got some little general store here. There's a really cool apartment up there. I call it the gun apartment. And then I guess whoever's in charge is here, because it's like a very minimal spot. It's got the gun and the book and the steak dinner, and then like the minimal living space. So I guess this would be like manager's office. There's this cool apartment over here though. Come here. Oh, this is cool too. Furnaces, recyclers. See the recyclers, see the research table, and there's furnaces in there. Kind of cool. And there's a way to get to that apartment. I forget how. Aha, back here. Come over here. This apartment right here. I love this apartment. I just like it. It's like this overlook apartment of the main area or whatever, and it has all these guns on it.
Yeah, I love the way it's laid out.
Yeah. It's just, this place is so cool. It's so Firecrow, man. You can just see the months of love. The months of love and detail that went into this, if not years. I love the Firecrow story. I don't know if you know about Firecrow, but It's literally this group of people who live in a very hardened place over in like old school Russia, and that if you live over there, you don't really have the ability to have great internet, much less the ability to put together proper hardware.
Damn it!
All right, guess we found an insta-kill spot. Be careful. I'll have to pull all that off. Yeah, but cool thing about Firecrow, well, if you want to call it a cool thing, is I don't know if you know the story of Firecrow, but like they come from a pretty like not well-off place in Russia, in old school Russia. They don't have really great internet access, nor do they have the ability to really put together great hardware. And they love Rust. They want to play Rust, but they really can't. So they put together enough. They put a good enough computer enough to play Rust at it, to actually make maps. So through their suffering of not wanting wanting to play the game but not being able to, but so they make maps and stuff instead. Like we get this beauty through actual suffering. I know it's a crazy story, but that's just how it is. So they want to play Rust, but they like can't. So they live in Rust Edit, literally live in Rust Edit, and we get stuff like this. I wish they could just play Rust. But I mean, I'm also glad that we get this stuff as well.
Oh yeah.
Because their visions are just gorgeous, and I will support them forever. As soon as anything touches the market from them, I buy it. I love their vision. I love their work. I love their passion. Everybody always tells me they love my passion for Rust, how I'm always trying to make new flavors, and that my passion for Rust is infectious. Well, I think they're the map making equivalent of me. Like, I go on their maps and I'm just like I'm inspired and motivated. I want to make games and want to figure out new ways to make Rust better. Like, they're amazing. And this prefab is just one of those prefabs that kind of shows it.
Now that other map that you
Yep,
had
so that's the
on
state prison.
last night, was that a Firecrow?
No, actually, what that was after the server box issue I was telling you that we had here, I just ran and grabbed in a store and just bought one of the few maps in the world currently that is custom but has the tunnel update. However, it did have like 60,000 ints on it, and I didn't give it my 6 to 8 hour love, and take half the. There's 30,000 useless rocks on that map, so it's missing a lot of my love. I have to go and really give that map a lot of love to make it what I want out of it. But I just threw it up. I just threw it up just the way it was from the store. Didn't even mess with it. Didn't put nothing on it or anything. Just so we could move beyond that map and beyond that box real quick. And I wanted the guys to have the tunnel update on a custom map. So that's all that was for. I didn't really like it. If you type /performance, type /performance real quick. See what you get. See, this thing is beasting. If you're getting under 5 frame time, that is just nuts, man. Take a great 10, frame rate 220, frame time 4.4, my ping is 40. On that last map, we weren't getting that kind of performance because of the 60,000 ints. It was just a crappy map. I have a lot of work to do on that map to make it like this map. This map I can just pretty much load up by itself, and it's amazing. Performs well, ready for PvP. I don't have to touch this map hardly at all. This map is a great map. But the other maps, the real custom-y ones with all the, there's just a lot that goes into it to make it perform well on your computer. And you not experience like tons of frame drops just for walking around the corner. There's a lot of love that goes into that kind of thing for it to actually be passable. We're just in beta. We're just in beta, so I just threw it up and let the guys have fun with it. But anyway, so this is the cop aspect. And if you want, I will now take you over and kind of just show you the different the different shops and stuff you can run.
All right,
so let's start over at the car dealership. We'll do the safe ones, and then we'll do the PvP ones. So I'll take you to the car dealership first. Alright, so this will be the car dealer. You can see, I cleaned up the parking lot. It was full of old sedans, and I just left the sedan with balloons on it. Whoever runs the car dealership can actually, well, we all have our own car garage. You can save, like I said before, you can save 5 small, 5 medium, and 5 large cars in your virtual garage. Just find a lift, use the lift, park your car on it, and press park, and it goes from wipe to wipe. So whoever does the car dealer can actually set themselves up. They can actually have put all their cars up and all that and put them out for sale. If you come in here and look, you got showroom floor. Like, legit. Showroom floor dealership. With sales booths and everything. Come back here, there's the manager's office. Well, actually, this is just the regular office. And then a manager's office back here. Complete with mini sedan and green card on table. And then back here's the shop. I'll have to get rid of that. Put a different lift down. So if you're the car dealer, this is your spot. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, I actually was up
got
here
everything. It looks legit.
the other day. I kind of come up this way. I was like, what the hell is this?
So this is one of the PVE businesses. Now, what's cool is, like, say you're running the car dealership, and I come in and I'm like, give me a car right now. It's up to you. If you can just be like, dude, get out of here. I ain't got time to play with you. But at the same time, you can be like, oh no, here, Mr. Man, take this key, take that car, and then call the cops. Give us something to do. Hey, I'm the car dealer. I just got robbed, man. He's heading east. Blah 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 blah. Like, it'll literally, because it's not like you can't make a car again. You can just walk right back here, make another car, and stick it in your garage. So if you ever like feel like, you know, a little role play or something like that, you feel like, you know, and then you can even like, you come out here and like chase him down the street, bring me my car back. It would be hilarious. Think of the content. We could have so much fun with that.
Oh yeah,
The content creation for this server is going to be hilarious. Yeah, the viability for content creation on the server is going to be hilarious. Especially like bank robberies, car dealership robberies, you know, weapon store, actual like weapon store, like, you know, breakdowns of what goes on at the weapon store. I mean, wow. All right, so let's go over to the bank. I'll take you there next.
I don't think he made it in the helicopter.
Alright, so this is the bank. Now, I have an entire city like this that I can paste down. It's huge buildings, banks, houses you can live in, all kinds of stuff. And it reminds me of Vice City, GTA Vice City. But you can also get them in chunks, and this is just the apartment building with bank.
I like the flashing windows concept.
Yeah. And back here's the teller line. I'm actually gonna need a banker. What a boring job. I plan on having the main one up here, and then like a smaller one in the south. This will all be built up. Like, you'll have to use my red cord. At this point, it'll be like my red card. It'll be only the bank person. You have to swipe that. Come over here. This is map based. And I'll have another card reader here where they have to use my card to get into the actual vault. And then back here will be an ATM machine and a small box with my ATM card. And my ATM card will be loaded with money. So if someone actually robs the bank, there's a little role play aspect in this. Like, you know, they kind of have to go along with it. You know, is this going to be the time to actually go along with it? And then a chase will ensue or whatever, and then see if they can get away with the money. If they get away with the money free and clear, good. You know, we just erase it from our memory like it never happened, and they just have that money. You get that?
Yep.
It's not like, oh, you robbed the bank, we're holding a grudge against you the whole wipe. Nope. If you rob the bank, got away with it. Nope. Next song. Next song. Click. Yeah, pretty cool. This is the bank, and there'll be a little bit more here than what you see now. This is just a kind of a rough draft form. Also, something's up with this button. This is what koala. You were asking if I had dealt with the koala issue in the bank. This is what it was. He hits this button and this door doesn't open. But I think it has to do with this vault. Notice how this vault stays up.
Yeah,
I
you can
think as
hear
long
it
as this vault
rolling.
door stays up, you can't escape with that bucking. Yeah, I can hear something. So yeah, get you out of there. Alright, so now that these are the 2 PVE that I have just on here for beta tests, just for us to just kind of look around and see, get the idea and the concept of, hey, there's going to be businesses up north, businesses down south. So just to give people kind of a gander to look at, start formulating whether they want to do this or not for the bank. Now, the next one is really, really cool. It's probably going to be a major point of contention for the entire wipe because the wipe is a month long. I suggest going in here at least 3 deep. But this is the place where most of the action is probably going to happen during the wipe once the server gets popular and busy. And that is the weapon shop. The weapon shop will be PvP based only. And I'll show you how it's set up. Let me take it down there.
Very nice.
So instead of walking you through the whole process, I'll just go ahead and give you the gist. Notice that the card reader is not active. What you have to do is there is a natural stone ladder on the left side of the building. You climb up it. There's a fuse box behind the main sign. You put a fuse in it, and when you jump down, you notice that it's still not active. So you come down here to the right. You follow the bush line down here to the right, and there's a switch right here behind the wall. And you hit that. Now the card reader will become active. You can swipe the card and go in. Also in the south, you will notice these scrap phone booths. These scrap phone booths are to call the cops. If you come and look at this phone now, you'll notice that it works, and there's also a line to the sheriff's department. See that? There's a line to the sheriff's department. So, and when we're out in the scrap copter, we'll actually program a phone number in the scrap copter, so you can actually call us in the war wagon if we're out on patrol and you need us. Alright, so instead of just walking you through that whole entire thing, is to give you the gist of it, and I'll teleport you inside. So let me tell you my idea. My idea for a weapon shop, before I even went and found a prefab, was this. I thought to myself, I would like a long rectangular building with a double door in the middle, where the guy can sit here and do the talking. Like a guy comes in, he goes, welcome, what do you need? And I want a guy down there against the wall posted up with a gun on him, and a guy down there posted up with a gun on him, so he can't do no funny business. So you need to be 3 deep. So you walk in right now, it's like, hey, how you doing? What can I do for you? Like, yeah, I'd like an M2. All right, an M2. I'm feeling good today. I'll give it to you for 100 scrap. There's an ATM right there. You can go over there. You can get or you can just throw him scrap on the ground right here. He'll pick up your 100 scrap, give you your M2. Have a nice day. But at the same time, remember, there's crime. You could throw that 100 scrap down, and I could pick it up and be like, get out. You don't get anything. See how this goes? There's a lot of ways this can play out, Gavin. You see this? You see where I'm going with all this? This is amazing, huh? And you have to use scrap. You have to use money. So it makes crime a thing. You can literally like rob people. You can be legit. I mean, there's just so much that can go on in this little world that we're creating. And it's entirely player-based. So I just set it, forget it, and walk off.
Yeah,
And
this
what's
kind of
cool
got
about
a
this whole north-south
GTA
thing
feel
is
to
like,
it.
yeah, it definitely has that social vibe to it. And also, there's a current server that's out right now that is kind of running a certain format like this. You probably heard of it, you know. And there's the north-south zone. But as far as I understand, you have to apply to get on that server, and it's honor-based, where you have to like abide by the rules. And half of what is making that server popular right now is people are getting on there and not abiding by the rules, and then taping it and putting it on YouTube. So this is pretty much that format of popular server, but it's a set it and forget it. You can't. The north is set to PVE and the south is set to PvP. When you cross that equator line, it'll tell you, that you're entering the next zone. I think it's between 11 and 12, the line.
Yeah, I think it was 12
And you
last time.
can't, even if you wanted to, you can't do anything. So there's no honor system. There is no honor system here. I don't have to worry. I can just set it and forget it and walk off, and it's entirely player based. So it's kind of like that popular server, but with cops and extra stuff. And and here's your ATM card if you've ever seen it. /8 is it ATM card? /info. You'll see the command for ATM card and swipe the ATM. It's so cool.
Okay.
Yep, it's just ATM card. One word. /ATM card. Just look it up. And you can withdraw. So you can either have regular scrap or you can have skinned, like a skinned item that's cash, which is just scrap. However you want it.
All right.
Pretty
Well,
cool.
I'm $100 richer.
All right. Yep, and of course that's scrap. You can just deposit it right back. The scrap you pick up, say you walk up to a barrel, you smack a barrel, you pick up 20 scrap, you can just type shop and sell that scrap. It instantly becomes $20. Then you can pull it out of an ATM, because that's literally the only thing in the shop is scrap. Alright, so this is the weapon store. This is going to be an awesome point of contention throughout the wipe, I think, once the server gets popular. I think there's going to be tales of this place.
I think
deals that
it'd
go
be
down
good
and,
to have
and
like,
things like that.
yeah, if you knew something was going down or something like that, get like an overhead view of everything that's happening.
Right. Yep.
And then, almost like
finally,
you could put like a
just
cop chase, like almost like a TV cop chase thing.
Right. And see, that's the thing. That's another thing, Gavin. Is like, say you're playing this wipe, right? And you've decided to be the car dealer. And a guy comes in and tries to rob you. You can literally message me real quick and be like, Rucky, some dude's robbing me over at the car dealer. I'm like, ooh, coming. So, I can go over there and get it, and like we can like create some content out of it. You can just like play it out and just see how it plays out. It might play out totally dumb and not even be worth uploading. It might be the best thing ever. It's just just being active in it, being able to participate in it. That's kind of half the fun, right?
Well, it comes down to the people that you play with. I mean, you're going to get some serious players that are, hardcore players. And then you're going to get the ones like me that, just don't give a fuck. They're just do whatever.
Right. And me, like, I'm like you, but I like to actually make the game boards too, right? So it's like I've always been I've always been a not give a fuck kind of player, and like I like to fight. I like to kill, and I like to die. Like, I've never been that Rust player that's raged or anything like that, or can't take a loss or anything like that. I've always enjoyed Rust for what it is. I like how Rust is one of those like hardcore games that teaches you to take a loss, like Dota or LOL or Unreal Tournament back in the day, like those kind of things.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy Rust for what it is. Like, you might hear me say that's Rust a lot. That's Rust. And you probably hear that all the time and everywhere. And it really is a thing. Rust, it is Rust. Rust is harsh, and I love it. I love it for that. All right, so let's. I will take you over to the motel real quick.
Not what you think, people.
Look at this 1970s U-shape. Look at this. Wow.
Holy crap!
I
It's
feel like
Best
I'm
Western.
America in the late 70s. Yeah, it's like, so I feel like I'm in like in America in the late 70s.
Isn't that back
The rooms
corner
are
where
pretty
Martin
cool.
Luther King Jr.
They're
got
kind of
shot?
run down. Yeah. And then there's a blue car door up there on top. And look at this room. It's actually, I mean, it's all junky and kind of run down, but it's actually cool looking. It has loot and has a bathroom. It's not bad. Gruber made this. This is a Gruber.
Holy crap.
Yeah, Gruber makes Hot Mountain and a bunch of the other cool maps, very rusty analog type maps. I love Gruber stuff because Gruber doesn't go crazy and rust edit with a bunch of like electricity and stuff. He'll make custom monuments, but he'll make it all analog. With like, you know, doors that turn on dials and things like that, so you don't ever have to worry about that. He doesn't have to come back and update his maps every time they change something in the electricity. Very smart, very keep it simple kind of formula, and a lot of his maps play out very well because of that. Like Hot Mountain's probably one of the most popular maps right now, and that's the one Shadowfrax did a video back like last fall with like the water caves with quarries and all that stuff. That map has just boomed. It's great for PvP, even though it has these like really subterranean, humongous things, which like on any other map at the time, like it was just frame problems and performance problems. Gruber just got it right, man. Gruber, some of his maps are just really, really nice. Then he goes overboard. They'll have like a map where he just goes overboard and just decorates the absolute shit out of it in sci-fi stuff, kind of like the map we just played, which was too much. So he has maps like those too, like Dreamland and stuff like that, where I take the time to clean them up and make them just like say, like, you know, the Hot Mountain would be. So I take the time to give his map some love to really make them PvP based for our PvP servers. But yeah, so and these, you got to remember this map, Gavin, I just threw down for practice. This is a beta rough draft map. So like the way, you know, it's just to kind of show everybody these are businesses to run. There's north and the south. There's going to be a bank, you know, like you know, the jail and all that. It's just to kind of give people just a look of how the map's going to look. But this is a very rough draft kind of form. I'll probably clean it up. We'll probably play the same map for the first wipe though. I really enjoy the performance of this particular map.
It does
So
perform
I'll
very
probably want
well.
to play this map for, yeah. So I'm thinking we need to run this map for the first month, just so we don't have performance issues and we can get through that first run nice and smooth. You know.
Well, that's the whole purpose of this video.
And
Get the
then
word
beyond
out.
that, yeah. And then beyond that, it'll be just making new maps and having fun and inviting communities. I already have 4 or 5, you know, small groups saying that they're wanting to come on here and play. I've already got guys who are ready to be cops. Most of them just want to, you know, and this is smart by them. They want to go live the civilian life first. They want to see like the strife of the normal player side before they become a cop. Because if you become a cop, like I was telling you, like I can't be letting people have stuff. Like, this is a 3x sweaty server. If you kill me right now, you're in a full kit, 5,000 ammo. I mean, just absolutely dumb stuff. It breaks the balance of the game. It's not good. So what I've done is, if you kill me right now, I just turn into a naked body. There's nothing on me. I won't even be the same player model. I will turn into a different player model as I die. And there'll be nothing on me. You can't get these clothes. You can't get my cuffs. You can't get my stuff. And nothing at all. And so we cops are literal bots for the man. We can just come at you recklessly with no remorse or no no form of regard whatsoever and just die by, you know, just die like little bots for the man and come right back. Isn't that cool? I love that.
Yeah, I love that
And so
concept.
like if a fight ever does break out, then, you know, like, you know, we can literally be that. We can be those like GTA 5 bots. Like a good player will just massacre us wave after wave after wave and have a ton of fun doing it. And we over here on our side of on the cop side, we're not getting mad because we're getting shot up. We just literally wake up with our shit and come right back. It's okay. There's no reason for us to like rage or anything. We're just having fun and trying to stop you. And we have grappling hooks. So like, say if there's a window right there, I can literally latch a grappling hook and scale down the fucking wall like I'm SWAT. Like, seriously? Have you seen grappling hooks yet?
No, no, I haven't.
Ooh, watch this. Okay, watch this. Alright, so check it out. Middle mouse button shoots. Sprint pulls you. Crouch lowers you. Jump detaches. You don't want to hold sprint to pull you because you will face plant. I've got it OP. It pulls real fast, real hard. So you just kind of want to play with it. Just tap sprint a little bit, get your butt off the ground. Okay. Yeah, let me give you a hook. There you go. Stick it in your hotbar. Now watch me first. Don't go crazy yet. Just watch me first. If people watch me first and just kind of get the gist of it, then they're like, oh. All right, so watch this. I just tapped it. And I'm giving into the swing here. I'm on. Boom. I'm just kind of letting it swing me. I'm going to jump and hit middle mouse button again. Alright, here we go, Spider-Man time. Spider-Man, doing Spider-Man. Sprint, you want to do sprint. Sprint pulls you. Sprint pulls you and crouch lowers. So you want to hit sprint. Well, if you hold sprint, that happens. When you hold sprint, that happens. You just face plant. So you gotta be careful about how you do sprint. And this isn't really set up well. I'm used to grappling hook. I've had practice. But the way this is, I need to take you out to a nice flat spot and give you the correct shit. There you go. Well, yeah, if you hit sprint, you're gonna do that. Yep.
You know, there's gonna be a crazy bastard doing Spider-Man here.
Yeah, I know, right? You can always just jump. Now the cool thing about this plugin is it's a high skill cap plugin. It has easy accessibility. Anybody can use it. But if you mess up, you are at the mercy of that plugin until you literally fall and can stand back up. So the good players will be able to time their jumps when they're like that at the bottom of their swing. So it's a high skill cap plugin. You notice that? How like anybody can approach it and use it, but it will be mastered by the really good player who practices with it. So I really love that plugin, just for that reason alone.
I seem to be stuck
it's a very high skill cap. Right, because like think about it. If you swing up in the air real fast and smack something, you're at the mercy of that. You fall down the whole time. You can't control your character. You can't do anything until you finally can hit the ground and hit jump. So I love that. I love the trade of it. I love the seesaw of the balance. I'm always looking, as a player, I'm always looking for that seesaw of balance in anything that I put on a server. You know us. We balance players. We hate anything OP. We want fair and balanced game boards. That's all we care about.
Yep.
So like I love that. I love the high skill cap aspect of that plugin. Only cops have them currently. I might give them to other players later on after we get going and things like that, just to give to add to this world that we're making. Because again, it's high skill cap. It won't. And I'll make it to where it can't break. Like you can't like say raid or get in anybody's base with it or anything like that. If you take damage, it'll unlatch. Like right now, if you take damage or hit something, you don't unlatch. You know, it's for cop purposes, so we can scale walls and shit. But it might change. But yeah, so that's pretty much the gist of the server. 1-for-1 scrap, PVE North, PvP South. There's cops. If you need us, call us. We counter raids, and all that good. Oh, someone needs our help. Hold on. I'll do that in a minute. But you know, the cops. Cops have their own station, their own tiers of stuff. To be a cop is you can be a cop. It's not a problem. It's just that there is one stipulation. If you become a cop, you can't live civilian life. Like you can't build. You're a cop. There's plenty of stuff for you to do. You have a jail and a prison and a sheriff's office to run. You can go get on the beat. You just run down the street, go talk to civilians, tell them what it's like to be a cop. I mean, there's plenty of stuff for you to do. As a cop with rank, as a brass, if I have a recruit, I literally set this stuff up for on purpose so I can catch red flags. So if I have a recruit comes in and all of a sudden he's wanting build materials, because all you get is your police uniform. If you die, you respawn with your stuff. You have pretty much unlimited ammo and guns on tap. So you're a cop, and if you come to me and you're like, "Hey, I need building materials," that's a red flag to me. You don't have access to building materials, and there's a reason for that. So like, you know, like I have systems in place that kind of like, you know, tell me like who's going to be a good cop and who's not, just by the way it's set up. So we don't have like, say, you know, backdoor cops building stuff on the side, helping civilians out, this and that, blah blah blah. We'll weed out the weak just based off our systems. So pretty
Way to
cool.
have
There's
it.
been a lot of reason to the rhyme. I've spent a couple months just thinking about the balance and the tiers and how to put all this together, and just put it together here in the last couple weeks. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope you tell everybody, and I hope everybody comes here and plays it, man. It's
Well, I was talking
I think
to
this is gonna be one of those servers that sticks around.
somebody the other night about it. They play on the OTV server that I was actually playing on the OTV server a couple of times with them, and they're pretty interested in popping in.
Sweet, yeah, yeah. Let them know that because that's pretty much what this is. It's just there's no honor system or anything like that. There's cops involved, and yeah, it's I definitely hope that this turns into like the public aspect of that, but with perks, you know.
Yeah, well,
Yep, yep. So let me
yeah.
let,
I'll, anything else you want to plug?
let me teleport you back to the bank. Yeah, yeah. Plug me whenever you want, man. And whenever you want to make a video or do anything content-wise about the servers, or you want to stream the servers, whatever, you have my full-on permission to do that, and I will be glad to help in any kind of way. So, let me teleport you back to somewhere safe. Alright, there you go, now you're safe. Oh, teleported him here. We use random spawns. So, whenever someone spawns in, it's a random thing. No one spawns in the same place, so he just must have spawned in a bad spot.
Yeah, I spawn
I
way the
use
hell
random
over that
spawns
way.
for everything. Random spawns is made by Kill You from Chaos Code, and it talks to damn near everything. I use it for Zombie Horde. I use it for like what is it? Raid bases, like or whatever. Or just it might even be raid bases. There's just a ton of plugins that random spawns talks to, and so I think that has to do. I have to go look at the plugin list. I get confused over the functionality of all the plugins because I own over 200 plugins now. So I have to go make sure that random spawns is the one that isn't. I've a bought plugin that'll like make sure that you don't like spawn in on the beach and things like that. I'll go make sure that that's installed now. That's the first person I've even had complain about that. He's having a problem with raid bases, and these raid bases are so easy. They're the easiest things ever.
Yeah, I noticed that all
He's
day.
gonna love the 10 times. He's gonna love the 10 times because the 10 times actually has cool bases to raid, and there's no turrets on the outside. You literally could walk up to any of these bases and pick your angle, except for a couple, like of the hard or mediums. There's not even a turret outside. You can just walk right up to it and boom the wall. So yeah, like after he gets used to these bases, I'm gonna take him over to the 10 times and be like, check these out. He's gonna love those. Those are tough. They're just those bases are assholes over there.
It sounds like
Anyway,
he's having fun.
I gotta run. It is. He is having fun. I got some wifey aggro I gotta tend to, so I gotta run for now. But I'm glad you're here, man, and I hope that you know the server gets popular and this, and you know that this one stays. Because what I'm gonna do is this. If you know anything about me by now, Gavin, is this is my umpteenth server. I like to create flavors and game boards, and what I do is as soon as a server gets popular, we usually wipe it. We go to something else. We don't let nothing stay. So that 10 times PVE server is the first one that I've allowed to stay with the whole avatar thing and all the game modes. Its average pop right now is like between 10 and 14. When I moved it to commercial hardware a couple months back, it killed my server rank and it killed everything and took me it was hard to get back to where we are now. But we're just now getting back to close to where we were when we changed. I was averaging a little over 20 and I was below 1,000 in server rank. But right now it's like 1,500 in server rank. I think there's like 12, 13, 14 kids on it right now. And so we're getting back to where we were before I moved over to commercial hardware. And so that server has made me realize that when a server is popular, the server should stay. So that 10 times PvE server is never going anywhere. And then, you know, I have that Battlefield server. I might end up changing it if it doesn't get popular. It's like Finchos on crack. You get Brad's 24/7, Planes 24/7. You start with pretty much what Finchos VIP is. You get a backpack that doesn't drop on death. You get all kinds of stuff, and it's on a small 2,800 map that performs really, really, really well to have Brad's and Planes all over it at all times.
Yeah,
so,
that'll probably be my next couple of times. I'll probably pop on the 10 times and just kind of look around, and it's the same thing as the Battlefield one.
Yeah. Yeah, I was just thinking that 10,000 times Battlefield is like Finchos on crack. It's what we all wanted without, you know, having to pay for it. It's, you know, and more. A Brad, you can spawn a Brad and go crazy right now. Like, it's amazing. So I expect that server to eventually catch on and keep that one. And this one, I expect this one to catch on and leave it. I don't expect to ever have to change this flavor. And then I'll start opening more servers, finding more game boards. So anyway, have a good one, man. If you need me for anything, holler at me. I'm around. Hit me up on Discord.
Yeah, I will, and yeah, I'll send you a link once I post these videos. Cause I got enough to do, like part 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, awesome. Well, thank you very much, man. And I'll talk to you soon.
Alrighty, I'll chat with you later. Have a good night. And there we have it. Full tour. So yeah, that shall be it for this series here. Pop over on ItzRukkus' 10 times server sometime in the future, and yeah, we'll go from there. Alrighty, well, I shall catch you later. Have a good night, and